configuration, or WebConfig tool, is the single most accessible interface for administering the CentralPointe server. The WebConfig gives a clean and organized control panel to check the status of the server and to configure practically all settings without the need to type in shell commands. The WebConfig takes care of all the configuration files, logs, and monitoring, all in a manageable web interface. Here we will review how to access the WebConfig for the CentralPointe server. We will review the basic components of the WebConfig, troubleshooting, and setup for users to access parts or all of the services on the WebConfig. To access the WebConfig from inside your local network or within your office or via VPN, enter the following into your browser. You can see here we have a little demo for https:// and then your host name followed by :81. And then host name, of course, will be replaced with the name of your server. So if the name of your server was actually server, the example would be https:// server:81. The WebConfig is on the non-standard web port of 81 to avoid conflicting with normal web traffic on ports 80 and 443. This is why we add the :81 at the end when you type in the URL to access the WebConfig. It essentially makes the browser define web access through port 81. The important first step for you to take when wanting to access the CPS server from outside or WAN access is to open port 81 for incoming traffic on the firewall. You then access the WebConfig by typing the following into your browser. And we have https, the S is important, :/ your domain name, followed by :81 to again tell it that we're accessing this on port 81. Starting the WebConfig, you are challenged to authenticate with a username and password. By default, user privileges only extend to resetting their own account password. Further privileges are granted to users with administrator rights. In order to access further admin privileges, you must log in as an administrator. Only the account called root has that level on a new system. At the PC menu, you'll click on Administrators. From there, you choose the user and click Add. Place check marks next to the privileges the user should have, and then click Update to finalize your settings. For auditing, WebConfig access is logged to the folder called /var/log/webconfig on the server. You can access these on the WebConfig by selecting Logs from the Reports menu and WebConfig from the File drop-down and then click Display. Any changes you make on the WebConfig actually launch programs and applications on the server to perform the same operations that you are managing. In closing, the WebConfig is a powerful tool that you will always be using to managing the CentralPointe server. It is the utility that puts the CPS far above many competing servers in the marketplace.